Welcome to the YVC Self-Guided Assessment. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the assessment process and make sure you're prepared to enter the correct information when required. The self-guided assessment is not a test. We will be using the last math class you passed, your past grades, and your own self-assessment of your current knowledge in order to find the most appropriate level for you to begin. In this process, we are trusting you to give us reliable information. So let's walk through how to find the best math placement for you from beginning to end to familiarize you with what you are going to see. The placement office will send you instructions on all the steps to follow, including what you will need before starting the process. You can see that you will need to know the last math class you passed, the grade you got in that class, and your high school GPA. Selecting the last math class you passed is a crucial piece of information that is necessary for proper placement and therefore your success. Selecting GED completion is also a possible option. If you are at all unsure of the last math class you passed, contact the placement office by calling 509-574-4738 or emailing testingservices@yvcc.edu. They will assist you or direct you to a math instructor who can. When you have gathered that information, follow the link provided in the instructions. This is the link where you will fill in the requested information: your student ID, your name, the last math class you passed, and then select your status as a regular YVC student or as a Running Start student. When you select Access Diagnostic, it will open the placement assessment page for the math level that you indicated you had completed. You will be directed to the assessment specifically for that indicated class and begin by selecting Start. Read the instructions and then select First Question. You will then select the grade you remember getting in that class. Again, we are depending on your honest answers to these questions in order to place you at the appropriate level, which can save you time and money and frustration. Select the next question once you have responded. Select the GPA range that you remember from high school, and then select Next Question. Now you'll be given 12 problems with solutions all completed for you to see. This part of the assessment requires you to take some time to select what you think best describes your current knowledge for each of the 12 problems. Do you think you could have done that type of problem even without seeing the solution? Or is the solution all you needed to remember how to do it? Do you need just a brief lesson? Or do you need a full lesson and practice in order to do that type of problem? Select Next Question after you make your choice for each problem. We know this type of self-assessment is challenging. If you are fairly cautious, you may underrate yourself. If you are pretty confident, you may tend to overestimate your ability. It is good to be aware of that tendency in yourself and do your best to give as accurate a self-assessment as possible. It is by far the best thing for you to be as honest as possible in this self-assessment. Once you completed the self-assessment of your current knowledge on the 12 problems, you will come to the final page. This last page is question 15, and this is where you use the Submit and End button to see your results. On this results page, your math level will be given. A list of possible courses for various levels is shown, and the class you select at your level will depend largely on your area of interest and will be made at some later point with the assistance of an advisor. You probably should take a picture of this page, at least write down your placement level, and then exit using the button in the upper right corner. Now, referring back to the placement instructions that you received from the placement office, you will be directed to email the testing center to notify them that you have completed the assessment. Be Be sure to include your name and YVC ID number. We want you to be successful in your first math class, and getting in the right class is the first step. We know math can be challenging for some students, but we want you to know that all of the instructors in the YVC Math Department are here for you and want to help you successfully reach your educational goals. So I hope you're aware of what you need to have before starting the placement process, and that you're aware of the important role you play in finding the right math class for you. Again, if you have questions, please call the placement office for assistance. Remember, we are all in this together.